We need to have a house with a good foundation. Jesus teaches that, right? In Matthew chapter 7, verses 24 through 27. It says this, "Therefore, whoever hears these sayings of mine and does them, I will liken him to a wise man who built his house on the rock. And the rain descended, the floods came, the winds blew and beat on that house, and it did not fall, for it was founded on the rock. But everyone who hears these sayings of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. And the rain descended, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, and it fell, and great was its fall." Notice something here. It doesn't matter if you've got that home that's built on a good foundation or that home that is built on the sand foundation, storms are going to come your way. So it doesn't matter if you're a church member or a non-church member, storms will come your way. Rains will fall, winds will blow. That happened to both of these people. The difference here is the people who were able to sustain the winds and the rains and the floods were the people who had built their house on the rock. What does that mean? Well, we're not talking about a physical rock. Jesus explains what he's talking about in Matthew 7. When you build your house on the rock, you're building your house on the Lord. It's the people who hear what he says and does what he says who have built their homes on the rock. I want to suggest to you, our opening verse in Psalm 127 verse 1 was this: "Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it." When you start off building a family, building a home, if you want that home to be solid, you don't build it on sports, you don't build it on money, you don't build it on education. You build that home on the Lord. If the Lord doesn't build the house, you're laboring in vain. Joshua says, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." He wasn't talking about the four walls. My family was going to serve the Lord. That was going to be important to Joshua. If you're going to have a solid family, a solid home, it needs to be a home that is built upon the Lord. Houses need to be places that are offering more than just food and shelter. The spiritual teaching needs to be shared. The spiritual food, the spiritual drink, those things need to be shared to help lay the foundation for a life that is pleasing to God. And only then, 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 20 says that we can be a vessel for honor, sanctified and useful for the master, prepared for every good work. Only when your house and family is built on the Lord can you be useful for the Lord and the work that he intends for you to do. And so we need houses with a good foundation. That's what you would look for in a physical house, isn't it? When you go to buy a home, if you see a foundation that is messed up, you should run away quickly. Well, that's what we need to see when it comes to our spiritual houses and our families. We need to set a good foundation, and that foundation is the Lord. The Lord needs to be the centerpiece of our home, the foundation of our home.